Cowboy bullfighting. As a rodeo event, it's a newcomer, and judging from the enthusiastic reaction of rodeo crowds, it's here to stay. As a rodeo event, that is. Bullfighting is an essential element of the bull riding event. Well, it's been around for a long, long time, dang near as long as bull riding. When cowboys started riding bulls for sport, it didn't take their buddies long to realize that one of them, the craziest, had to distract the bull long enough for a thrown-off, dazed bull rider to get himself out of harm's way. Then, like in all rodeo events, one-upmanship took over, a little rivalry. Who is the nerviest? Who is the coolest? Who can get the closest? Who can thrill the crowds? Call it competition. Bring in the judges. Make a rule or two, but not too many. Now it's a full-blown rodeo event. Daredevils like Miles Hare, Skipper Voss, Kamikaze Smets, Smurf Horton, and Dwayne Hargo became the pioneers. Bulls like Crooked Nose gained a reputation, and the crowds loved it. The rules? They're simple. Put a cowboy athlete in the arena, turn in a bull selected because he's a man-killer, and let the two dance together for 40 to 70 seconds and give them each a score. It's easy to understand, but it involves complexities only a bullfighter can appreciate. You got to read the bull, anticipate his moves, take the fight to him, and then wait. Wait? What do you mean wait? That's where nerves of steel and ice water in the veins are prerequisites. No room for even a teeny tiny bit of wimpiness. Wimp out even just a little bit, and they'll say your powder's wet. You can call it bullfighting, but it's really not a fight. At least not a fair fight. The bulls can sure hurt the cowboys, but I've yet to see a cowboy bullfighter hurt a bull, even a little bit. But as long as there are adrenaline junkies who don't care about the odds, we'll just sit back and enjoy them while they dance.
Take a walk on the wild side.
Bullfighting is just a lot of fun. I used to ride bulls and I got hurt and the bullfighting wasn't there, so I started fighting bulls and now I'm getting into freestyle and I really like it. It's a lot of fun. It gives me a chance to let off a little steam.
In the pocket, in the shoulder. If you're being aggressive, you're as safe as in your mama's arms.
To be in this business, you just got to have a body that won't break, a mind that won't work, and about 6 years of college.
Don't ever let them see you sweat.
I love it. That's a lie. The money. I really like this business. All aspects of it. Take the combination and roll it all into one. That's why I'm here. And my motto in life is kind of all goes back to what I say, it's why be normal.
You betcha. Boy, howdy, let's all have fun. There's an adrenaline rush there. It's unexplainable. It's a lot of fun, and it's something you got to be able to try at least once to understand what we as bullfighters do and why we do it.
Kind of cold trailing him. Oh, a little bit. Look out, look out. The bull got behind him and cold trailed him, and just enough to pick his feet off the ground. Rita, he's right here in front of me. Let me see what's going on.
Well, watch right here. This bull, as you said, he kind of goes to the right, and that bull just follows him right on around. He took one hard blow, and then the bull just kind of mauled him to the ground. And as you help
the bullfighter, it actually does. You think, oh, he's not coming that hard. And then he catch him. Look out, look out, look out.
Then he mows you just like that.
Oh, no. As sure as I talked about it, it happened.
Watch right here. That bull just got him right there. Got him right in the center of those horns and then just gassed it.
Once they get you in between there, those bulls are smart. They know when they got you. That's the bad thing about those bulls.
what you're going to see next on Rodeo Blooper 7. We think you're going to enjoy as we show you some hot rides from some top cowboys in the professional ranks of rodeo on some of the best bulls in the business. We're going to start at 80 points and go all the way to 94. We start with Tough Hedeman. He makes his home in Bowie, Texas. He's drawn a tough bull here as we take a look at an 80-point ride. Let's take a look at it, critique it, judge it, see what made it an 80-point ride for Tough Hedeman. We're in Eugene, Oregon over the 4th of July weekend. This bull's going to come out, turn back a little bit. Now remember, our officials, one on each side, will mark the animal as well as the cowboy. The ability of the animal to buck, the ability of the cowboy to ride, that was an 80-point ride. Let's move on to 81 now with Michael Gaffney out of Lubbock, Texas. We're in El Paso, Texas here, and this old bull is going to be kind of a bad one to ride. Kind of throws him some belly rolls here, and just really, really a tough bull. Didn't buck a whole lot, but a tough bull to stay on board. That's what an 81-point ride looks like according to our officials. We move on to 82 now. This is Gilbert Carrillo. Butterfly is the name of the bull. Gilbert makes his home in El Paso, Texas. And as he nods for the gate to be cracked open, now look at this big bull and the power that he has. He's going to come out, spin around to the left, and then stays in that left-handed spin. Now look at the control that Gilbert has. As he sits right in the middle of the bull's back, stays right on board, no movement to the right or the left. The judges like that one, and they mark him 82. Here's Aaron Seamus now from Auburn, California. Again, we're in El Paso, Texas. This is one of Harry Bold's bulls. They simply have numbered this bull number 5. Now look at this bull, a big kick out over the back end. A lot of cowboys would have been lost right there on that first jump. Aaron gets in a little trouble right here, but weathers the storm, pulls himself back into the center of the bull. And therefore, we come up with the ride of 83. Now let's watch it again here in slow motion. Look at this big kick right there out over the back end. A tough one to stay through right there. Then the bull kind of goes straight, comes back around to the right. Now look, Aaron gets in a little trouble, but we're not going to go far enough, but he got in a little trouble. Here's another camera angle. We can see it right here. See there? The bull kind of bows him out over, but Aaron recovers nicely and gets back up in the center of the bull. The judges like it, so they come up with a score for Aaron Seamus. We move on to 84 now. This is Terry Don West. 8 Ball is the name of the bull that he has drawn. Now Terry Don has been dubbed as one of the stickiest cowboys in professional rodeo. When we say sticky, I mean he can stick to the back of the bull, as you're going to see right here. Now look at this bull. He hits on all fours, comes straight up in the air. A little different bucking motion here that we see in this bull than we have seen in the previous bulls, from 80 all the way up to this 84. Terry Don West, a very sticky cowboy, sticks right in the middle of him. Perfect form, perfect rhythm. Look at the upper body movement, the free hand. Nice ride, and the officials give him an 84-point ride on the effort. Let's move on to 85. It gets tougher. The bulls get tougher. This is Jaime Mataska. And a bull that is going to spin immediately out of the chute, then reverses and comes back straight. Now, if we get a chance to see this again, that was a very tough bull to ride right there. Look at this. A big move right there made by Jaime Mataska as he moves over into the center of that bull, trying to stay on board. Then the bull right here does a little bit of a change-up. Kind of looks like he's going to buck straight. The chute's in his way, so he comes back to the right. Jaime stays in there, and the judges give him 85 points on that effort. Let's go to 86 now. This is Mark Kane from Atoka, Oklahoma. And a big stout bull. Now, this bull has got a lot of speed to him. He could stand there and do this all day, and Mark could ride him all day. He stays in there for the entire 8 seconds, happy with his ride. If we watch this again, and we are, check this out in slow motion here. Now this bull comes out. Once Mark gets figured out what the bull's going to do, he stays right in the middle of it. No movement to the right or to the left. Hand in the air. You can see that this bull was tougher to ride than the 85-point ride. And the judges give him 86 on the effort for Mark Kane. We move now to 87. This is Jed Ward, and Phantom is the bull here. Here's a tough little bull to ride. A lot of movement here. Now he's not only moving his body, but look at the front of the bull, his head. It's going back and forth from right to left. A pretty snappy little ride, a pretty quick trip right there for Jed, and we come up with a marking of 87 as we move now to 88. And Ty Murray is our cowboy. Stephenville, Texas, and Salty Dog is the bull. He's riding in the historic downtown Fort Worth Coliseum, the Cowtown Coliseum here. Some change-ups here, a lot of them in this 8-second ride here. Then the bull kind of decides to get on track here, goes into a right-handed spin. And Ty Murray staying with him every jump of the way. Watch right here. A change-up there. Another one right there. Then, once the bull turns back the other way, he decides to go back to the right. Stays in that track all the way through the rest of the ride. Ty right there makes a big move back over to the center and then stays there for the remaining 8-second ride. Nice work. Again, remember, the bulls are judged as well as the cowboy, and we move now to 89. Again, Ty Murray from Stephenville, Texas, and Scholl's Top Gun is the bull that he has drawn here. Now this is a very tough bull to ride. He's not only spinning to the left, but he's also moving sideways as he comes across the arena. Then he makes a big change up at about 4 seconds and comes back around the other way. A little different spinning motion as he turned and came back into the other spin than we saw when the bull first came out. Now watch right here. This bull is not only spinning, but he's covering ground across the top of the arena. And then when he changes directions, he kind of stays in one pattern right there and spins in place as he comes back around to the right. A nice ride there, and an 89-point ride awarded by our officials to Ty Murray. Well, folks, the rides that we have seen to this point in time would win money at anybody's rodeo. All nice rides. But let's move into the 90s now. 90 through 94 is what we're going to be looking at here as we go to Adam Carrillo, El Paso, Texas. This is at the Texas-Oklahoma shootout in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And a spotted bull here and a tough one to ride. Now this bull is hitting on all fours and then just exploding into the air. Adam stays there for the entire 8 seconds, easy all the way, pitches his hat in the air and is happy with this 90-point ride. Now as we watch this again in slow motion, look at the explosions that this bull makes every time, every jump that he hits the ground. This bull hits the ground during an 8-second ride about 8 or 9 times. And Adam makes a nice ride on him. Let's go to 91 now. A 91-point ride made by this man right here, Jim Sharp. Kermit, Texas, where he makes his home, and Copenhagen Chainsaw is the bull that he has drawn. This is the man that was the first one ever to ride all 10 at the National Finals Rodeo. Now, as we take a look at that gloved hand, the grip that he makes, the handhold, the fist that he makes, that's the only thing, along with sheer determination, that is going to hold him to this bull's back. Now, this bull comes out, spins to the left, and fits Jim just right, just like a glove. He spins into his hand, then he kind of bucks straight away, comes back around, and then goes back into a left-handed spin again. Jim weathers the storm nicely, and a 91-point ride awarded by our officials to Jim Sharp as we take another look at it here. Look at the upper body movement, the control here that Jim has. Using that outside foot, that'll get you a few extra points. And a 91-point ride made by Jim Sharp. Let's look now at a 92-point ride made by this man, Tough Edelman. We've already seen him here in this segment. Bowie, Texas is his home. Scholl's Top Gun is the bull that he has drawn. Now, as we talk about Tough Edelman, a little longer waisted than most of our bull riders. But he uses it to his advantage, as you're going to see right here in this 92-point ride. Look at how he bows down over the front of this bull those first couple of jumps so that he can get tapped off, so to speak, and stay in tune with this bull as this bull spins into his hand. It fits him well, and he makes a 92-point ride aboard that bull. See right there where he bows down over the front twice, he does that. Then he sits up straight. Keeps that free hand out there for balance, so to speak. Posts up on his riding hand. That bull spins around, and I mean it's fitting him just like a glove as he uses that outside foot to try to spur things on a little bit. 92 points for Tough Edelman. There's 2 to go now as we go to the 93-point ride made by Terry Dawn West. As we mentioned earlier, one of the stickiest cowboys in professional rodeo. Typed is the name of the bull. This is in Eugene, Oregon, over the 4th of July. And a tough, tough bull to ride here. He almost gets pulled out over the front. Look at this. Then he's hanging and rattling and shaking on the side, but he makes it for the 8-second whistle. Now, if he'd have had to ride this bull any longer than 8, I don't think he would have got a score. But 8 is all he's required to ride the bull for, and he does quite nicely during that 8-second ride. Now look here, the bull is really trying to pull him out over to the front. Terry Don is having to lean back to compensate for that down drop. And a 93-point ride made by Terry Don. And now our 94-point ride, made by Ty Murray of Stephenville, Texas. Mighty Whitey is the bull here, made inside of the historic Cowtown Coliseum, and what a ride he's putting on this bull as the bull comes around. Now this bull is spinning away from his hand, and he is really having to reach across with that free arm to pull himself back into the center. Watch it again in slow motion. Now watch right here. The bull is spinning away from his hand. See how he reaches across with that free arm? Sits right in the middle, right on top, and our officials give him 94. That's what a 94-point ride, ladies and gentlemen, is supposed to look like. A nice effort made by Ty Murray.
Oh, come on, come on.